And it's a minute, so 4:30 sharp, like a radio station. Okay, I'm not in my usual location. I don't know if you can notice by the quality of my audio is not the same. So again, forgive me for that, sorry about that. You will not be seeing my ugly face either, because I only have my laptop, I don't have my good camera. My good camera puts makeup on me, my bad camera does not, so I won't show my face today. So you have to live without that today, that's fine. And I have several limitations here. Okay, I only have one screen, so I don't have two screens to manage the class. Usually it helps a lot to have two screens, but I only have one screen today. Okay, so I hope that you are doing fine, you are doing well, you are doing good. End of the week, for some, last class of the week, my last class of the week as well. Remember, assignment 1 is due a little bit later today. There will be time today during the class if you want to share your screen, if you want to ask me questions. So I hope you are well as well. It's all good here. It's just some, let's say, some unusual events happening, and I had to go somewhere else. Anyway, so there will be time during class if you want to share your screen, if you want to ask me questions about assignment 1. Later in the class, I'll be talking about assignment 2 already. Yes, we already have assignment 2, but it's not due, it's due in 3 weeks, okay? We also have our midterm to talk a little bit about. Our midterm will be in 2 weeks, actually exactly two weeks, okay? So our midterm will be, but again, I'll talk about that a little bit later during the class. Let me see here, the date. Yes, Prince, it is. It is the 10th. So in exactly 2 weeks, we're gonna have our midterm. I will confirm the content of midterm. I think that there is no database, but again, we talk about that a little bit later today. Today, what are you gonna do? Well, I'm hoping that last class, that, you know, the class you had last Tuesday, that you have been able to submit your bonus 5 questions, because today we're gonna carry on from that topic. I'll be doing a bit of a walkthrough of step number 4, a quick walkthrough, and I'll tell you right away that if you go to Files, Sports Store, Chapter 8, this file here that I have uploaded, it has the source code that I'll be showing today. Okay, so everything I show today, it's already here. You can download right away. You can have it around. I'll leave it up to you, but it's available here in this link. Also, I want to mention that is anyone doing the code in a Mac? Anyone working in a Mac? Okay. Okay, so good. I was gonna say that there are some things that would work slightly different in a Mac, but again, it seems that nobody is using Mac in this class. That's good. So you won't have a problem. Oh, you are, Aslan? Okay, Aslan. Okay, you are. Yeah, Aslan. Aslan, I think that you may want to consider the virtual machine on Centennial, okay? Again, if you have problems, or if you don't know how to use it or don't know how to access that, reach out to me. I'll send you the details. Okay, so let's get things started here. Yes, it's the last one, but let's see, Aslan. Again, yeah, that's what I see people doing. Okay, anyway, we will take that offline or a little bit later. Okay, so presentation wise, let's connect to our presentation here. Actually, I'm gonna need to do something before I get going, because I had a class right before yours, so I need to delete a few files, and I need to unzip a few ones. Actually, let me do this already. Let me upload this already to Instantaneous, so I don't miss that. You have all of that. No, actually, you have to do the exercise, so you cannot have this yet. Not yet. Later today, yes, but not yet. Let me unzip this. Okay, so we're going to be talking about database. Let me ask you this. On bonus number 5, I asked you to create something about a collection of items, something that was some sort of a repository. What was the name of the repository? Can anyone remember on your bonus 5 the name of the repository? Yes, Yonga. So it was a fake repository. And let's talk about why. Why are we using a fake thing? Why we're not using the original product? Why we're using a fake product, a fake repository? Why the hell are we using that? Well, here's why. Because a fake repository gave you the opportunity to work with an MVC application, to provide data to a controller, to a model, but not get hooked up, not get caught up in the complexities of dealing with database. Okay? So that's what the fake product gave to us, gave to you. Okay? I'm gonna leave the chats, yeah, here. Okay, so look at this. We have the iProduct repository. I get it. I'm not showing my webcam today, okay? So I'm going to spare you all from seeing my ugly face today. I'm not in my usual place. My laptop has a very strange camera. It puts me in a very bad light, so I don't want to see me without makeup. That's it, you know. By the way, next week you're gonna see me with short hair again. Anyway, okay, so far you have created a fake product repository. Fake product repository inherits from iProduct repository, which is an interface. Okay. Today, we're gonna be starting to deal with a real database. A real database is more complicated than a fake repository, because you're gonna be storing data outside of the application. Okay? So, look at this. We have two classes inheriting from iProduct repository. Last class, I told you that we are using dependency injection on the startup by linking Maprit, is that robotic? Is that what is happening? Everyone, how is the voice doing? Maprit, it might be yours, but sorry. Let me also mention that my voice is not that best because I'm not in my usual place. My mic it's not the best one right now. So again, you're gonna see a difference between today and the previous classes, okay? Because again, today is a special day. Let's put it this way. Okay, so Manpreet, you may, yeah, I don't know if it's too low for you. I don't know what is it, but maybe increase your your speakers, or something like that. It seems that it's okay for everybody else. Going back to last class, we had this one here, which is, what is it again? What is that name that I gave you last time? I get it, go Fang. Actually, my computer is the same, it's just that my setup is, again, no comments about that. It's a long story. I don't want to bother you with that. So, yes, dependency injection. Yes. Dependency injection. The magic of dependency. So, we are doing this here. Very soon, we're going to be replacing fake product repository with entity framework product repository. Not yet, but we're going to do that. So, where are we going to start to connect with the database? Well, here's the thing. Let's go to the diagram, and I'll show you this. Look, we have this little guy here called application DB context. Okay? We have the application DB context. Our fake repository didn't have that because the products were hard-coded. However, for our entity framework repository, we have this guy here now called application DB context. This guy is the link between the application and the database. This guy uses entity framework. Entity framework is the library that we are using to connect to the database. So application DB context inherits from a class that is part of the entity framework. So it connects to entity framework, which in turn connects to the database. Okay? Little database here. Now, let's have a look at how this is implemented. Okay? Let's have a look at this application DB context. Again, you think about application DB context as the link between the application, the repository, and the database. Okay? That's the link. Now, let's have a look at how that works in code. So, in this code, which is step number 4, I have already created the application DB context. The class inherits from DB context. DB context is a class that comes from entity framework core. Entity framework is the library that we are using to connect to the database. Okay? Great. So, here's what we have. One thing that I'm going to ask you is this. Don't get caught up in the little details of, oh, this has too many moving parts. I mean, the parameters are a little bit strange. We have this DB context options, and again, don't get caught up in the small little details, okay? Think of the big picture here, and know this. This class connects to the database. That's it. That's what it does. That's what I would like you to leave today also knowing. Application DB context is the class that connects my application to the database. Here we have a constructor. This constructor has a parameter which has some options here. When we are creating this class, when we are creating an object of this type, we're gonna send in this parameter the address of the database. Do you know that databases, they have addresses as well? Like a website. A website has a website address. It has a domain, it has pages. The same way, or a similar way, I would say, databases, they also have an address, a name, a location. Sometimes you can use a username, a password to be able to log into the database. Okay? So there's an address. This guy, application DB context, will connect to a database that has an address. Now, the address is not here. I don't see any addresses here. It's somewhere, and we're going to talk about that in a second. The other thing that we have in the application DB context is a collection of products. But this time, it's a database collection. It's a database set. This means that later, products will become a table in our database. So, if you are not familiarized with database, we have databases, and then we have tables inside databases where we store information. Okay? Then, this line will not only allow the application to create a table automatically, but it's going to give us access to all products from that table. We're going to be able to retrieve products and save products to the database via this. What is this? Is this a method? Is this a function, a constructor? What is products here? Yes, Ravi. Yes, yes. A property, you see? You have get and set here. Okay? It's a property. Okay? Great. So again, if I ask you, what is application DB context? Your answer is very simple. It's the connection between the application and the database. It's the connecting points. It's the connecting class. It's the connecting object. Okay? That's it. That's it. The details here, you know what? Copy and paste this. That's okay for now. That's okay for now. No, don't get overwhelmed with the little details here, okay? Don't get too overwhelmed here. Great. Now, you may ask, Ederson, where is the address of this database? Where is that stored? Does anyone know where the address of our database is stored in this application? Anyone has any clues? Look at the files here. Just shoot, just a wild guess. Nobody? Nobody. Depends on what type of database. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Startup. A good guess. A good guess, Ravi. A good guess. Actually, we're going to be using the startup. Look at this. We're going to use the startup, Ravi. Yes, Ravi. Environment. Actually, we have an environment, a kind of environment file here. It's not really an environment file, but it's something similar. We have something like that here. Yes. You guessed it, Ravi. App settings, we have this file here. These are the configurations of the application that we don't want to hard code them. When we don't want something to be hard coded, we put that in the app settings. I'm going to open that. Look what we have here. By the way, what type of file is this one? When you look at this, what type of file is that? It's a JSON file. Yes, it is a JSON file. Okay? So, in a JSON file, what we have is we have a bunch of nodes and values. Nodes and values. Keys and strings. Okay? So, our connection string, which is the address of our database, is stored in the connection string property. Okay? So, we have the data nodes, the sport store products nodes, and the connection string node. Okay, we have 3 nodes. The very last one, it has the actual string that is the address of the database. Okay? Okay, good. So, let's recap this. Now we know about the application DB context. and the app settings. Application DB context is the, let's put it this way, it's the mailman. It's the mailman that will bring back and forth information from the database. Tank, that's fine. Good points, awesome point, Tank. If you don't have app settings yet, and most likely none of you have, the way you create it is this. Go to the project, click the project, right click the project, go to add, go to new item. Under new item, you're gonna find app settings file. Make sure that it's called app settings, not app sec001. App sets, click add, and then you have it. Okay? Again, this source code here is already on Centennial for you to download if you want. So now is the question: how does application DB context know that this is the address? How can we give this address to our DB context? We need to have a way. Somehow this setting needs to end up in the application DB context as a parameter actually for the constructor. We need to make this connection, and we're gonna make this connection inside the class that is the class that I call the class that takes care of the plumbing of the application. Which class takes care of the plumbing of the application, of the basics of this application? What is the class? Yes, thing. Actually, the class is a startup class. In the startup class, we're gonna have to do something there. What is that? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go to the startup. And first thing is that we need to read the settings here. We need to read this. Okay? We need to read the connection string. Before we can give this to the application DB context, we need to read that value from the file, from the app settings file. To do that, we're gonna be using a special class, a special type called iConfiguration. iConfiguration is an interface. So you're gonna create a property here. You're gonna call this public iConfiguration. The name is, let's call it configuration. And we're gonna make this as a property. It could be just a private field, but I'm gonna make this as a property. So I'm gonna have a get here. Okay? Now, look at this. This is an interface, an iConfiguration. Last time that we dealt with an interface in our MVC application, it was inside the controller, the product controller. In product controller, we have the iProduct repository, and in the constructor, we have this parameter. And then what was before an iProduct repository became a fake product repository, because MVC did that for us. So we have used a constructor here. The same way we have to do here. We have to create a constructor for the startup. We have to create a constructor for the startup with a configuration as a parameter. So look at this. We're gonna say public startup. It has a parameter called, let's call it config. lowercase c. And then this will do just that. Okay, so look, oh sorry, startup. So look what we did. Let's recap here. I've declared something called configuration, which is an interface. And here in the startup, I'm adding an iConfiguration called config. But because this has been created by MVC, by the application knows that it should send a concrete object to this parameter. And then behind the scenes, the concrete object becomes the configuration. The only reason why we are doing this is that configuration will read the configuration from app settings. That's it. That's why we're doing all of this in the startup. Then what we can do is very simple. In the configure services, we're gonna do string connection equals to what? Configuration. Then we're gonna use square brackets here, and we're gonna put the path to this value, which is data. By the way, very careful when you're dealing with the app settings. The spelling, it needs to be precise. If you don't match spelling, something will go wrong there. So data, I'm gonna say as a string, I'm gonna give the address of the connection string. So data, and then sports store products, column, very important column, no space, column again, and then the last one. So here we are reading the information stored in the app settings. Okay, so connection right now has the string in the app settings, has this entire string. Now, what are you gonna do with that? Now it's time for us to create the application DB context. We're gonna be creating an object of this type, okay? And we're gonna be sending those settings that the database address to it. Let me pause for a second here. Ravi, can we write as configuration data? To be quite honest, I don't know, Ravi. I don't think so, you know. There are more than one way to read this, but you cannot do just like this, okay? Because those are strings, okay, Ravi? So there might be another way to read, but again, whatever way it is, those things, data, sports store products, they are strings, okay? Great. Okay, so I'm gonna show you another line that is a little bit complicated, a little bit long, and to be quite honest, I don't save that on top of my head, nor I want you to save that on top of your heads, okay? That's why I'm gonna open another project here, so I can copy and paste. Yes, I do copy and paste. I'm not ashamed of that. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Here we have, okay, great, this is the line. I'm gonna copy this, but I'm gonna explain you. Just because I'm copying doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm doing, okay? Okay. So, here, instead of using configuration, calling all of this, I can get rid of this, and I can say connection I'm passing the string connection. And use SQL Server, it needs a namespace. So I'm gonna click the light bubble, and I'm gonna add Microsoft Entity Framework Core to the top. And we are good here. So what is this line doing? Okay, this line is adding the database context, the application DB context, as the DB context for this application. We are using this method, add DB context from services, which means that we are adding a database to our application. And then inside the constructor, we set up options to use to connect to a SQL Server, and here is the connection string, here's the address. So I'm not only create the application DB context here, but I'm also connecting it to this database, to this location. Okay? So we did three things. We have added the application DB context, we have added the app settings, and we have connected both of them in the startup by using the configuration class. Okay? Look at this. Every single application that you're gonna be doing that requires database, you're gonna do all of those steps that I just showed you. Oh, Edison, am I gonna have to memorize those? No. Keep this file, keep this project there. Now, you need to know more or less, or remember more or less, where things are. Oh, I need an application DB context, I need to put the connection string, I need to hook up the startup class. You need to know, to know those elements. My recommendation, write down some notes there. Write your notes. Oh, I need to create application DB context. Then next, I need to put the connection string in the app settings. Next, I need to read the app settings in the startup class. Again, those are steps. They will give you the clues to be able to get this started on your own. Okay? I'm gonna pause for the cause here. I'm gonna give you a chance to ask me questions, either on Padlet or on the chat. I see already one here. Thank. It shows error on my screen. Could you show the library imported? Yes. So the library that I have imported, one is the Entity Framework Core. The other one, you need to have this one as well. I think that in my case it was already there, but you also need this configuration here, okay? If it's complaining about one of those, you can download the source code from Centennial and have a look there. Okay? Ravi, how can we get the connection string? Okay, so here's the thing. Good question, and something that I need to show. If you go to, so let's go to app settings here. The connection string, the server, first one is the server name. Most likely, in your case, it will be this as well. You can check this by going to View, SQL Server, Object Explorer, select that. Then something like this should come up. You may have one option, two options, maybe three options. I have three. I'm using the first one here. So look, the server name matches this name here. See, localDB, MSSQL, localDB, but instead of one slash, it has two slashes because slash is a special character. Okay, so that's the server. The database name, yes, it's Cape. Correct. The database name, Ravi, you are the one that defines this. You give the database name that you want. In our case, we're calling it Spot Store. because this database will be created later. It's not created yet. The application will create that automatically for you. After that, you just keep the same thing. Keep trusted connection because you are running the database in your own computer, so you don't need to enter username and password. You don't need that. So you can keep this trusted connection equals to true, and also keep multiple active result sets equals to true. You can download this again from Centennial. It's all there. Okay? Okay, so again, you should check this. Go for View, SQL Server Object Explorer. You should all have a look at this. Usually, SQL is installed by default. Okay, so what's next? Yes, so again, questions, anything, again, everyone, I know the topic is new. There's a lot of steps here. There's a lot of stuff here, but don't worry. Let's go step by step. Assignment 2 will not include database, so don't worry about database right now. I'm quite sure that the test does not include database. I will check that, but I'm quite sure. Okay? Actually, I'll be checking that once you get to the exercise. So again, I'm going to give another chance here. Any questions for now? Because now what you're going to be doing is you're going to move forward to step number 5, but you will be the ones doing step number 5. Step number 5 will be building on top of this. Ravi, okay, the question is, can we get the connection string from properties by just using click on server? No, you cannot, Ravi. However, I think that you can get the, let me see here. Yeah. Properties, let's see properties here. Yeah, Ravi, you have to type in, okay? On the left. Oh, yes, okay, so, it has that there. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you. I haven't seen this before, to be quite honest. Just one, yeah. Okay, good. So again, just one thing. The initial catalog, you have to change it from master to your own database, okay? Be careful with that. My recommendation is use the connection string that I provided in this exercise, okay? So, what you're gonna do from your site, you're gonna go to Centennial, go to Sports Store, Chapter 8, download the source codes, open this in your environment. This is your starting point to part number 5. Part number 5 will start from here, okay? So you're gonna open the playlist. Playlist is here in the chat and on Padlet as well. And then we're gonna do on your own step number 5. Step number 5 is again starting from step number 4 that we just did. The code is there. Get step number 5 moving forwards. Okay? This is the creating database. One quick note about step number 5. In the PowerPoint and this presentation you can download from Centennial under week number 5. You just have to make sure that you make a small modification in the code that shows in the video. This last line in the code inside the program, it has to be this line, okay? It has to be changed to this one. Okay, now I'm gonna give you 50 minutes, 50. You're gonna do the exercise, but if you have questions about assignment 1, I'm available too. So again, either the exercise or assignment 1 questions. If you are stuck on anything, share your screen with me. I will help you out. But again, that's for the next 50 minutes. After that, we're going to stop. I will show you a few more things. And then I'm going to talk about assignment 2, and our midterm. Okay? Any questions? Any questions? Anybody? Okay, Juhi, connection string. Okay, so let me go back here. Which part of connection string are you mostly confused? I mean, which aspects? Is that the reading part, the understanding of the format? Which part? When you create a new app and trying to add the app sets. Okay, good. Okay, so that's fine. So, actually, let me do this. I'm going to delete this file. And I'm going to create it manually, okay? Yes, you can copy, that's fine. So look at this. I'm going to delete it. And I'm going to create that again, okay? So I'm going to go back to the project. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to add, new item. From here, I'm going to look for app settings. Here it is. Look at the name. It has to match appsettings.json. I'm going to click on add. Look, it gives you already a default connection string there. I can use this format, that's fine, or I can use my own formats. I can just copy this, and I can say, okay, I'm gonna use this. Oh, actually, is there a difference? It's just that for some reason the book author thought that this would be better than that one. That's it, because I'm following the example in the book, okay? Again, any more questions? Does that make sense, Juhi? Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna put the timer here. I'll let the timer go for about now, let's say, 48 minutes. And get going. Again, I'm here to help you with this, to help you with the assignments, and then after that, we're gonna talk about the assignment 2, midterm, and we're gonna carry on with step number 5 of this, of what we are seeing now, the database, okay? If you need to grab some water, anything, by all means go for it. Take 5 minutes. I'll be grabbing some water. Hello, Mazir. Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm connecting not to SQL Server, Mazir, because SQL Server is the full-fledged database of Microsoft. We are connecting to a database that comes with Visual Studio, which is called LocalDB. You can check that by going to View, SQL Server Object Explorer, and you can check, in your case, you should have one of those options there. Something like localDB/MSSQL localDB. Okay, so that's the one that we are connecting to. It's a smaller engine. It's like SQL Server, but it's a light version. However, we haven't done anything much there, okay? We just had a look at that. That's correct, Peitong. It's a little different, and there is one particular aspect that needs to be looked at, which is this one. Can you see my screen? The one in red. You need to make sure that you do this adjustment there. Okay, that's the one piece that is more relevant. Okay, this is the one. And again, the video becomes slightly different, but it's minor. The difference is minor, and here is the key difference. This is the one that you have to make sure that you do this well. Yeah, so again, as long as you put this one, you're fine. Okay, so if you have problems with your assignment, this is the time. Ideally, yes, you can share. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, and I'm gonna allow anyone to share your screen. Perfect, so go for it, Nita. Just keep in mind, Nita, that this has been shared to everybody, okay? So everyone is looking at that as well. Okay, great, I can see it. Okay, it's very small, but I can see. Okay, let's wait a second. Okay, Nita, can you show me your your program class?
Hi, Professor.
Yes, Nita.
Professor, which class are you talking about?
The program. I'm open your solution and go to the program file. Yeah, the program file, the program.cs. Go open the Solution Explorer. Yes, so program. Go scroll. Yep, that's the one. Double click there. Okay, so let me have a look here. Okay, so there is a little problem here in your code, okay? Make sure that, and I'm gonna copy the program class because your code in the program class is slightly different from what it should be, okay? So this one that I'm gonna copy to Padlet is the one that you should replace. So this is the program class. Look at Padlet. And very specifically, Padlet.
Professor, can you share it in the chat if possible?
I do.
Okay.
So in the chat, here's Padlet. Padlet is, look, open that link. Now, you see the second method there. You should copy the second one. Yeah, exactly. Copy that, and then go to the and then replace the second one there. Because can you see that's different?
So I remove this one.
Yes.
Okay.
use that one. Yes, correct. Now stop the program. Stop the program. Now you're gonna actually, you know what, Nita? Let me see one thing here. I think there's more to change there. 1 second. Keep yours open there, and I just want to. One sec. Let me open part invites here.
Yeah, sure.
It might be the imports. Actually, try this. Let me see if I can.
Are you pasting it on Padlet, Professor?
No, I'm not yet. I'm trying to find your screen. Are you still sharing?
Yeah.
Let me, because I think I lost your screen. Okay, I can see it. Can you move the mouse over create host builder? Just move the mouse over create host builder. The first one that has the red, the other one, the one at the top. Yep.
Yeah.
Can you move out, please? Just move away a little bit. Yep. So create web host. Oh, 1 second. Oh yes. Sorry, it's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, you see, it should be create web host builder, not create host builder. So you see, no, not that one, not that. The one, you see the name of the method, the second method. Yeah, you see, yeah. So go to the name, copy that name. This should match. Yes, copy that. And then that's the one there. Yep. Great. Now move the mouse over web host. And go to the little bubble, the little light bulb. Yep. Click the arrow beside it, beside the little arrow. Yep, click there. Select the first one using ISP.NET Core. Yep. Okay. So now it's up there. Now save everything and run it again. Okay, hold on a second there, because, well, in any case that was wrong, so you needed to fix that one. So the next one, Nita, can you click outside? Can you close this pop-up?
Yeah.
The little arrow. Let me see one thing here. Oh, that's also different. Again, that's another little detail that is a bit different there. So you see this iWeb hosting environment, the second parameter of configure. The second parameter?
This
Yeah,
one?
yes. It should be I hosting. It should be this one. It should be this name here. I'm gonna paste that in the chat. It should be this. It should be I hosting environment.
Is the difference because of the version?
Yeah, so I don't know which one is that one that you have there. I've uploaded par invites, and on par invites that I uploaded, everything is okay there. Again, use the source that I have provided. Now, stop the application.
Sorry.
Stop the application.
Oh.
And move the mouse over iHosting environment. Move the mouse there. Go to the bubble, the little bulb. Yep. And then add. Sorry. Wait a second. iHosting. 1 second. Actually, you have it already there, I think. Let me see. Yes. Nita, can you right click on your party on the project? Right click on the project there.
Yeah.
Go to the properties. Go to build. Sorry, application. Sorry, go to the very first one. So see, you are using .NET Core 3.1, Nita. We should be using 2.1.
2.1?
Yes.
Professor, I tried using 2.1, but it was showing error in most of the lines then.
Okay, select it. But here's the thing, Nita. You're gonna have to start this project from scratch, because if you started from 3.1, there will be a lot of stuff that is not applicable to. So, Nita, you have to start with the right version from the get-go. My recommendation is download the par invites from Centennial and use that. Again, if you have already started with 3.1, you are already incompatible with 2.1. That's why you're gonna get a lot of lines with errors, because again, the code is not exactly the same one with 3.1. So so you have two options here. One, you can download the code from Centennial and use that as your starting point. Or two, you have to start par invites from scratch, but now selecting .NET Core 2.1 from the start. Don't select another version and change it. When you change, the code doesn't change automatically.
Okay.
Did you get the two options?
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Then I will let you know.
Awesome. But again, we are only working with 2.1.
Okay. Professor, actually in the starting I tried using party invites. Sorry, version 2.1. But as I said, every line was showing error.
Every line where? Show me that. No, don't show me now. No, now is a problem. The problem now is because this project you started with 3.1.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll start with 2.1 now.
Yes.
And then I'll show you.
Yeah, but actually even before that, why don't you download par invites from Centennial and try that? Because if you are able to download and run my par invites, you are fine.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll do that then.
You know, yeah, and again, you can try that, and you can try to make it from scratch. Again, either way should work, but again, yeah, try and let me know, okay?
Okay, yeah, Professor.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
No problem, anytime. Okay, Syed. Professor, I have a small question regarding assignment. Yes, you can share your screen, Syed. Go ahead, go for it. It's screen sharing time.
Okay, thank you, Anessa.
No problem.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so when I run this is the assignment, yeah.
Yeah, Aslan, yes, you can. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to help you much, Aslan, with Mac, but yes, you can. Okay, Syed, so, yeah, I can see the application, yep. Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, and homepage, recipe, and list of recipe. So my question is, when I click on recipe list, so it will give me this page, but for each page, like here, you mentioned that for each page I have to link like a different recipe.
Not you don't need a different one. No need to be different, okay? You can click and you can go to the same one. That's fine.
Okay, like I click here and it show me this one. Then if I click another one, it also show me this one.
That's fine. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, all right. And oh yeah, this is for assignment 2. So I already uploaded, but it's not gonna be marked now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be marked now. Correct.
Okay, so that was my question. Yeah, like I don't need to get all the text
for each one. No, but go to the details again. Go one more time. To the details. Okay. Great. Just make sure, Syed, that you have all the fields that I'm asking you to put, okay? I mean, there is chef, there is time preparation. So again, if you look at the assignment details, you're gonna see that there are more details there. Okay, so look, step number 3.
Okay.
Look there, a recipe name, description, ingredients, chef, preparation time.
Okay, this one I have to add it here, yeah, with this page.
Yeah, that's the idea of the details. Details, you see the full details of the recipe.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Okay?
Thank you. Yeah,
No problem. No problem. My pleasure. Okay, Aslan, go for it.
Hi, Professor. Can I share my screen now?
Sure, you can.
Okay, got it.
Wow, it looks like Google, yours.
No, Professor, I was just Googling for the pictures.
I know.
Website.
No.
I have some questions. Like, as I do it from the scratch, as I try to do it from the scratch, I don't get some things. So I just started doing on your party invites.
Okay.
I have changed the names and I have did it for myself. Like, is it
Okay. That's okay.
So I was I'll add some more features to this. I'm just doing it as a so when I go to recipe list, it will show like this.
Okay.
And I'll have the view here and review here. I haven't populated those yet, but when I go here, it will show me the full recipe, and I can add a review over here, right? Is that what you wanted?
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So this is the list of recipes, is it?
Yeah, this is the list of recipes. You can go and view from here, review. You can.
How come? So how many recipes you have in this page?
I will just add 3, just for 3s over here.
How come they are so different? That their styles are so different?
I'm sorry.
How come, Aslam, their styles is so different from each other? Because I can barely see that they are.
Oh yeah. I haven't done it properly yet.
Okay.
That will be same.
Okay,
like
that same styling, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So this will be like same like this, and
Yes.
I'll have 3 recipes over here.
Got it.
And you can go for view here.
Yep.
You can go for review.
Yep.
You can add review and you can view the recipes from here.
Got it.
And as I go to the home page, you can add a recipe from here, like whatever you did on the party invites. I did it like same like this, and you can name a recipe like.
Did you add the fields that I have asked there? I mean, I've asked to add time preparation, the chef. You know, point number 3 of the assignment is telling you what fields you should be asking. Okay.
Okay. I'll look for that then. Then it will ask for yes, you will like to upload it. Then if it uploads, and it goes like same as you did. Like
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, those are things very specific to the
Party
party invites. Huh? I mean, so again, it I mean, what is that? Do you want to upload? I mean, what is that? I mean,
it is just showing whoever has uploaded the recipes, and you can see the uploaded recipes.
come on, Aslan. I mean, trying to fit party invites to the recipe. You're trying a little bit hard there.
I like as I told you, there was a lot of problem with my Mac, so this was
Okay,
so
that's fine. I'll consider that. Okay, I'll take that into account.
Yeah, professor, because it was like whenever I try to do it from the scratch, I don't know, like I don't see the outputs there. There is something wrong. Like I followed every single steps you have showed on the party invites, but even though it didn't work.
Okay, again, I'll consider. Okay.
Yeah, professor, I'll update this. Like I was doing on the other side, so I'll update. Like I'll try to do some updates over here.
Okay.
Like this was my question. Like the website should be like this, right?
Um. Again, that's what I'm saying, Aslan. You are squeezing, you are copying 100% the party invites. I mean, they are, for instance. I mean,
Okay, I'll try my best.
No. That's okay. I'm just saying that. I mean, if you ask me, is that supposed to be like this? My answer is no. It's not. I mean, there's no. I mean, again, because you are following exact the same views as party invites. Again, this is another application that has a, I mean, that's okay. Recipe list is okay. Show me add recipe. Show me the add recipe there.
You go here.
Oh, I get it. So again, whirly uploads. I mean, what is that whirly uploads? I mean, it doesn't make sense to have whirly uploads. I mean, what does that mean again? So again, if I ask, is that supposed to be like this? Well, there's no whirly upload, in this application.
I'll try my best to do it some cards and like.
Sona, this goes to you as well, okay? I mean, again, go back to add recipe there.
Address.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, if I ask, what is whirly uploads? This is the list of.
You are uploading the recipes, like your name, your email, then name of the recipe, then you like write the recipe over here, then you can upload it.
And so why do we need to have whirly upload? Why do we need that?
Because you said like add recipes, like I was thinking about like this. You can add a recipe to the site.
Okay, so if you don't want to add, just don't submit. I mean, you don't. I mean, what is the other option? Again, you are saying that you can add the recipe but not show it. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, like it's like if you want to upload it, you can upload. Oh, like I'll delete that one then.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to ask you what's the logic here,
Like I was lost, professor.
Okay, I get it, but again, where will you upload? I don't think it makes sense to have that, okay?
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll delete it.
Because again, what makes sense is that you have a list. I mean, this is all static, Aslan, at this point. So again, it's easy for you to just get rid of that, okay?
Okay.
Because you're not saving the recipe anyway.
Yeah.
Make sure that you are asking the questions that I'm asking you. The fields in item number 3,
Yeah. Okay, it will ask, but it will not go anywhere farther than this, because.
Correct. Yes, that's correct. Okay?
Got it. Yeah.
Okie dokie. Okay, so give a chance to somebody else to share.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Who's on the line? Sona, okay, wait a second. Ravi, okay, let's see here. Give me a second there. So, Juhi, for assignment 1, can I just have static views and controllers for indicating each view for all properties, not creating corresponding models and any... Okay, actions you need. You need actions. You don't need models. But you need actions. Actions you need. That's the answer for you, Juhi. Ravi, can you share... Okay, so go for it. Again, let's go one by one. Yes, you can indicate different views. That's fine, Juhi. Ravi, share yours. Then Yonga, then Sona. Yes, Ravi, go for it. Basanta, yes, get in line. You have 15 minutes to get this done.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay. I think I did something like too much. It's static. Right
Okay,
now.
okay, that's fine.
It's
View
not
recipe.
too fancy.
That's
so
okay. That's okay. Now, don't keep
And
that. Don't keep that broken image there. That broken image. Let's cook
Yeah.
together. It has to be fixed there.
Okay, yeah, I'll fix that. And I added it like.
Okay,
in my form.
got it.
Like,
Okay,
I did it in a dynamic. Like I can edit right now.
okay, okay. So it's already saving. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So is there any problem?
No. I mean, as long as
I-
it's working, that's fine.
And I didn't get the a review I will fix this multiple times.
That's okay. That's okay. Click add review. Okay, okay.
And I didn't get the review add review page where we list our reviews. Like if I add the review, then it will store in the list, but where I have to show we have
That's
some
okay.
page to show it, right?
Yeah, no, I mean that's okay. I mean you could show that in the recipe details, but that's okay. You don't need to do that for this one, okay?
Okay. And it's not too fancy, so
That's okay.
it's
I mean I'm not looking for beauty. I'm not looking for beauty.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, that's
So
it.
that's correct, yeah.
Yeah, I mean things are, it seems to be flowing well, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so let's next one. Let me see here. Who's that? Yonga. Do you want to give it a shot there? On sharing your screen, Yonga?
Yes.
Okay, so Yonga, you are doing that's the exercise, correct? Or is that the?
When I run, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. When I run this, just choose.
Okay, so let's have a look. The view list was not found. Okay, do you have a list called do you have a view called list?
Yes.
Okay, so show me that. Show me the solution. Okay, but let's go to the controller. Scroll down. Okay, Yonga, it's views. The name of the folder should be views, not view.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Yes.
Give it a try on that, see if that's the problem. You have to stop the code. Stop the code. Try to run again.
I tried to figure out. Okay.
Little details. All good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And can I show my assignment as well?
If you have a question, do you have a question? Do you have a question, or are you just gonna show me around?
I'm not
If you have a question, you ask. Now again, just to show me around, I'll see it around when I get it, okay?
sure.
Okay, so show me. I mean, come on, go for it. Give it a try there.
I have a question. If I want to host this website, how can I host? Because it doesn't have any HTML.
Yeah, we're gonna learn how to deploy this live, okay? Because it's not that easy, it's not that simple, Young. This is not a bunch of static files, okay? It's slightly different how we host this.
Because I'm trying to make a portfolio, so I try to make
Got
Not
it.
a project, but I don't know how to host it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, we're gonna see how to do that with Azure.
This is my.
Okay, got it.
assignment.
Awesome. Good, good. Okay, go to recipe list. Okay,
Yeah.
look at that. Okay, go to the details. Looks nice. Looks nice.
And the action, the comment,
Okay, okay. Go to read the recipe. Scroll down.
recipe, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, I get it. That's fine. It's not saved, correct? That's fine. It looks good. Looks good. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so next one we have Sona. Sona, do you want to share yours?
Yes, I would like to. But
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
I didn't finish design.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm not judging the design.
Yeah, but Professor, I think that I misunderstand what I should do. I thought that we should just create a recipes list.
Okay, go to the recipe list. Go there.
Again, I didn't finish the yet.
That's
design.
okay. That's okay. So click.
I add the recipes, but as I understand, when I want to click on this, I didn't finish it yet. It should go to the recipe what I add, right?
No, actually, it should go to the details of the recipe.
Yeah,
So
the details of
yes.
recipe. It means that this is this part, ready recipe, right?
no,
Or-
no. Okay, so add recipe is the form to add a recipe. When you click in the recipe name, you go to a view that shows the recipe details, but it's not gonna allow the user to edit it, to make change to it. It's like you go to Amazon, you search for a product, you get a list of products, you click in a product, you see the product details. You don't go click the product and then you can change the products. No, you go to the product details and you see the entire details of the product, like in our case, the recipe name, the description, the cooking time, the instructions, the chef.
Okay.
Now again, don't worry about different recipes can point to the same recipe. Okay, so don't worry about making this dynamic. It's all hard coded. But
Yeah,
again,
because I saw that all of the students put beautiful pictures.
no,
beautiful-
that's fine. I mean, again, don't worry about beautiful pictures. Worry about can you click in the recipe name? Can I go to a view that shows details?
Not yet. So this one I should add. And by requirement, from here I should go to home or add recipe, right?
Yeah. So click on add recipe.
Oh, sorry, I clicked.
That's okay. Go to add recipe there.
And it
Okay.
looks like the recipe name, description. I will design it more beautiful.
No, that's okay. That's okay. As long as take the last one out. Okay. Do you want to
And
save?
when I'm saving this one, it goes to, for example, yes, it like add. Didn't finish it yet. So again, it's add here. Like
That's okay. Yeah, but again, you don't need to make. Is it adding already? Not really, correct?
it's adding. It's adding to this list.
Oh, is it? Okay, so you don't have to do that in assignment 1, okay?
Oh, okay.
You could have just done.
I will not.
No, that's okay. That's okay. If you're doing this already, that's fine. But you didn't have to. It was supposed to be static. But if you did dynamic, that's fine. As long as it works.
Okay. So the only thing that I should add is to go by this from here, right? To see the.
Yeah, to see the details, yes. But again, you can do it hard coded. Don't need to load the specific recipe dynamically, okay?
But this part is really hard for me to do. I
No,
don't know how to
again,
do it.
Sona, you did already. You just have to click there. It's already a link. You just have to click and go to something like home/view details. That's it. Go to view details. And in view details, just put the details of the recipe there. It's just static. It's
And
static.
because yeah, okay, I got it. And the details should look like, for example, when I'm adding, is it okay if that will look like this? Or
Okay.
I should
Okay, it can look like it, but don't put in a form, okay? The details should not come in text boxes. It should be just regular content. It's not a form, okay? The details is not a form. The details is just you're gonna show what is the name, the description. It's not a form. Don't put it in a form.
So I'm not so far for finish my assignment. Is it okay like this? Like to add that part and that's it?
Okay, so again, finish however you can finish, and then we take it from there. Let's go. Everything will be considered.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
No problem, Sona. Okay, Basanta, do you want to be the last one? As long as you have a question, okay, go for it, Basanta. You have 2 minutes there. Okay, actually, I'm hungry already, you know, Basanta? Oh, man. I'm hungry. Anyway, okay, so okay, looks nice. You're showing images. Let's go to the recipe list. Okay, so you have the recipe name. Then you go click on the recipe name. Okay, so stop there. Stop right there. View recipe should show one recipe, not all of the recipes. View recipe is just one. Can you imagine if I go to a list of students in a system and I click in a student and now I see the details of all students? Again, view recipe is one recipe only, not all recipes. I see 3 recipes there. Should be only one. Just keep one there. That's it. Keep one. Get rid of the others. Yep, get rid of the others. Basanta, if you are talking, I cannot hear, okay? So I can only see your screen. I cannot hear you. I don't know if you are talking.
Oh, sorry, sir. My mic was on mute.
Okay, no problem. Now I can hear you.
Yeah. Well, I have to. I have a problem here. Okay, I have a 3 recipe here.
Yes.
And then if I choose like here, I saw here like 3, right? I don't need like this other recipe, right?
No, just keep one. And as I said a few times before, just keep one hard-coded one. Even if you click on lamb, if it's showing Momo, that's fine. Show Momo in the lamb. That's okay.
Okay.
Just show one recipe, one
Just
single
one,
recipe.
Okay.
Yep.
And then my add recipe here.
Got it.
Do I have other recipe list bottom here or no?
No, that's okay. This is fine. This is good. Okay. Yeah, okay, so in view recipe, the last item in the menu, go for that. Again, you should not have view recipe there. Because which recipe are you viewing? No need to have that one over there. Review recipe should be only linked from recipe list.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, you have 2 minutes to wrap things up and we're gonna get moving again. Okay, everyone, let's carry on. Anyone overwhelmed right now with a lot of stuff? Thinks that it's too much, database is too crazy, too complicated? I think so. Okay, so Yonga, you have your hands up. Any reason for that, or just testing? Okay, I think that's... I'm gonna lower your hands. Okay, so before we get this going, I'm just gonna do a quick attendance. I didn't do attendance yet, did I? I didn't. Okay, let me just do a quick attendance here. Okay, so we are section 1. As you hear your name, please give me a hi, hello, how are you? Okay, so again in the chat, if you hear your name, Aslan, you are there. Anusha, Basanta, you're there. Beno, are you around? Anusha, Barath, Galfang, and Gopika. Barath, you're there, okay. Galfang and Gopika. Gukirat, Jayanth, and Joanna. Jayanth, you're not there. Joanna, you're there. Juhi, Karandeep, and Manpreet. Juhi, you're there. Karandeep and Manpreet. Mazir, you are there. Mukahit, Nita, you are there. Mukahit, you are there. Mehmet, yep. Pavani, Peitong. Pavani is there, Peitong is there. Prince, Ravi, Prince, you're there. Ravi, you're there. Sali, Samarth, Sona, you're there. Sali, Samarth. Ravula, Syed, you're there. Tang, you're there. Ravula, you're there as well. Yonga, you're there. And Zenab and Deng. Zenab and Deng. Deng, are you around? Yep. Okay, great. So before we wrap things up, I want to mention a few things. One is the midterm. Midterm is on... Actually, let me share my screen here. Okay, so midterm is on the 10th, okay? On the 10th of July, you have midterm. Midterm does not have database, okay? So get your mind at easy. Database is not there. What will be there is very similar to party invites. You're gonna be required to build a form. Juhi is under 2 hours. I mean, it's an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, we have 5 minutes to get started, and you have an hour and 45. So between 4:35 until 6:20. Okay, so again, no database for midterm. You're gonna need to create a form. You're gonna need to collect information. You're gonna need to add that to a collection in memory. Oh, in memory. Again, in memory. No need for database. Something similar to party invites. you're gonna add items to the memory. Not gonna save in the database yet. It's easy, simpler than you thought. Okay? You have already used that. Go back to part invites. Go back to the source code of part invites. Use that as a reference. Practice part invites. Practice that. Okay? That's our midterm. Now, aside from midterm, let's have a look at assignment 2. For assignment 2, midterm is on the 10th, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Okay? In 2 weeks. Assignment 2 is due in 3 weeks. Assignment 2 is a continuation of assignment 1. However, this time around, instead of having the items hard-coded, the recipes hard-coded, you're going to be adding to an in-memory collection. It's going to be dynamic, no database yet. No need for database on assignment 2. Okay? There is one topic in assignment 2 that we have not covered yet, which is partial views. We're going to be doing that next week. The other stuff, look, you're going to create models. You're going to create the recipe model. You're going to create a repository for the recipes. Again, just in-memory collection, very similar to part invites. Okay? You're going to be able to add a recipe dynamically. You're going to be using a layout file to do the styling, to share content, to share the navigation. You're going to be adding in the models folder a repository class. Again, similar to what we have seen in part invites. You're going to be, when you look at the recipe list, the page of recipes, the list needs to be dynamic as well. Needs to come from the memory repository. When you click in a recipe, you need to view the details of that recipe, of one recipe in particular, okay? So now again, no longer hard-coded. Here, it's all dynamic, not from the database, but from an in-memory collection. My recommendation is look at this carefully at home. Bring your questions to class next week, okay? That's assignment 2. For next week, you also have bonus number 6 if you choose to do it. Again, remember, bonus is optional. It's up to you to do it or not. So bonus number 6 can be found under week 5. It's about chapter 9 already. Not chapter 8, we are moving forward to chapter 9 here. Now you may ask, Ederson, there are so many videos on chapter 8. Are we going to have to do all of them? Well, if you want to do all of them, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine as well. I'm not going to ask you for everything here. Will you continue the Sports Store in class next week? Yes, Juhi. Sports Store will continue going for the next few weeks. Okay? So we're going to be building on top of each other. Okay? So again, there are a lot of steps here on chapter 8. Do you need to do everything? No. If you want to, you can. If you want to and you have questions, you can come to me. But the things that I'm going to be asking you in tests or in assignments, I'll be talking about them. So I'm not going to be asking each line by line of this entire chapter here. Okay? I know it's a lot. Okay, what else? I will be uploading today all the source codes. Actually, let me do this already. I'm going to go here to table of contents. And under files, under chapter 8, I'm going to upload all the solutions here. 4 is already there. I'm just gonna upload the rest of it. So again, you have everything there up to 14. For next week, chapter 9, for the bonus 6, you can download the last one and start from there. Go from there, okay? Again, everyone, this is not an easy topic, I know, but hold on, we'll get there together, okay? Database is not that easy. So today, I just want to cover one point here. Let me close a few things. Okay, let's see if this is the right one. I think yes. Okay, so with step 5, you should have started to do the entity framework repository. You should have, who had a chance to do the migration scripts? Anyone did the migrations? Seed data, yes. So I'm not gonna get to the seed data, but I'm gonna just finish today talking about the migration scripts. So here's the thing. If I go to my database, actually I have Sports Store here. I'm gonna delete this. So on yours, you're not gonna have a database here yet called Sports Store. First step to get your database is to create the scripts that will create the database and will create the table called products. This is called the migration scripts. Migration scripts can be created by running this command in the package manager. If you follow the video, you did that using the command line. I'm gonna show you a simpler way. In Visual Studio, you can go to, let me just collapse this. You can go to Tools, NuGet Package Manager, Package Manager Console. It's gonna open a console application here. I'm gonna increase the fonts. And from here, because you have created your application DB context, and the products, here you can say add migration, so add dash migration, and then you're gonna give the name of your new migration. Not only new, but the first one, so initial. Again, this could be initial, this could be Ederson, whatever it is. This is just a name, okay? A simple name. When I hit enter in my keyboard, this is going to create a new folder, which is called the migrations folder with the migration scripts. Okay, so again, package manager, you see that under tools, NuGet package manager console. On it, you're gonna type add dash migration space initial. With that, when I hit enter, look, it's gonna start to create the new folder here. Look at this, look at the folder. Look, it created migrations folder. Yes, it is, Tang. It's easier here. Okay, you just know that you have both options, but it is much easier inside Visual Studio. Okay, so from here, if everything goes okay, you should get a message that is either green or yellow. Yellow is good, green is good, red is bad. Red is bad, green is okay, yellow is okay as well. Don't worry about the yellow. Yellow is just giving you a warning about price. That's okay. Just ignore that. Now, look at this. We have a bunch of classes and files inside of your migrations. The name initial goes right here. Look. if you open that, you're gonna see, and I'm gonna decrease this, that we have created a bunch of code here automatically. You don't need to mess around here, okay? I'm just gonna show you that this script will create a table called products. Inside products, it's gonna create a field called product ID, which is let's see here, which is an identity. Identity means that this value will be automatically populated from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. Then we have the name. It's a column, it's a string column. Description, price is decimal, category is a string. And look, it tells you that product ID is the primary key of the table. Look at this. This is called, everyone, this is called it's called code first approach. It's when you first create your codes, then based on your codes, your database gets created. Again, if you hear this terminology, is this code first or database first? Well, this one that we are doing is code first because we created our model product, and based on this, the database and the table has been created automatically for us, automatically. This is magic for me. I mean, this is good, you know. So again, this is the script to create the database. Now, I'm not going to create the database right now. We are just running out of time. We're going to start this again next week. We're going to get to this, get your bonus 6 done, get your questions about assignment 2 done, get, you know, practicing part invites. Again, the midterm will be based on part invites. Even update if we change structure. Yeah, Mazir. So if we change the structure, we run a new set of migration scripts, and it's gonna update the database. Yeah, it's good, Mazir. It's good. Juhi, shouldn't we manipulate the data by opening the tables from SQL Server? Good point. Should we always write statements in the code? So, Juhi, again, this is one approach. This approach is called code first, which means you have models, you change the model, and then the database will reflect that. You don't have to, and I'm an old timer. Sometimes I used to go to the database and change the database manually. With this approach, the database gets changed automatically for us. We don't need to maintain that. Okay? I get your point. But again, here we are maintaining the database via the code. That's why this is called code first. Okay? Again, everyone, this is quite a lot, but it's just a soft start to database, to how to deal with database. Next class, we're going to continue here. If I were you, I would go through the videos of Sports Store just to look at them, to get myself more familiarized, okay? As long as you have the time. And that's it. Next class, we're going to already start chapter 9. And yeah, that's about it. Any questions, any comments, anything? Very good, Nita. Very good, very good. So again, if you want to test on your own, start a new project from scratch, but from the get-go, from the start, make sure that you are using .NET 2.1. With that, you won't have a problem. Awesome, awesome. Okay, everyone. Any bootstrap or not for the midterm? No need for bootstrap in the midterm, okay, Mehmet? No need for that. Mazir, would you please continue to produce clue cards? I'm not sure if I will be able to do that, Mazir. But maybe we're gonna do something like that together as a class, you know? who knows? But again, I won't promise on that, okay? The best way, to be honest, Mazir, is to review the videos and build your own clue cards. You do your clue cards. Because now, you know, as you review the videos, as you review the contents, write down your clue cards. You have the clue cards in the videos. Don't... Okay, so, again, build the clue cards. Share the clue cards with the class, you know? Actually, I should do an activity that you put together clue cards for, that you as a class put together clue cards, you know? That was a little bit the idea that we did the other day with the shared document, but again, I should formalize that a little bit better. You're right. That clue cards is very good, you know? Basanta, put multiple recipes. It's a list of recipes. You put one recipe, come on. Sorry, now I see that it's private. Sorry about that, Basanta. Everyone, have a good weekend. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy, and I'll see you all again on Tuesday. Thank you so much. Thank you. You too. Have a great week, Juhi, Syed, Mazir, Ravi, Tank, Prince, Dank, Mukahit. You take care. I'll take Karf. I'll take Karf, Prince. I'll take Karf. Sona, have a good one. Kalfang, Barath. You too, Aslan. Bye everyone, I'm dropping the call. Bye now.